Welcome to lesson 8-6, found on page 625. Write and graph inequalities. Let's look at the real world example. Look at the situations below. Circle the numbers that are possible answers in each situation. Okay, so we have Jessica spent more, these are important words, more than $5 at the arcade. So at the arcade, she spent more than $5. Do you see it? Where the arcade is more than 5. So what are the possible answers? All the possible answers will be anything higher than 5. All of these. Okay? Let's see number 2. Number 2, we have less than 6 people rang the bell on the mallet. Less than 6. So we have people, and it's that people is smaller than 6, right? Less than 6 people. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? People have to be less than 6. And then we have 3 were less. No, sorry, 3. There were less than 10 people in line for the Ferris wheel. Less than 10 people. So in this one it would be P is less than 10, right? 10 less than 10 people. So it could be 9 to 1. And then we have number 4. It costs more than 6 tokens to ride the bumper cars. So it has to be, the bumper cars, let's put B for bumper cars, has to be more than 6, right? Bumper car has to be more than 6. So we are going to go from 7, 8, all the way to 15, right? I hope this is making sense to you. Here we have number 5. There are less than 8 lemonade stands. Less than 8. So anything less. So the lemonade has to be less than 8. Okay? All of these. There are more than 12 different flavors of taffy. More than 12. So we have taffy is more than 12. Okay? More than 12. So we have 13, 14, 15 there. Describe any patterns you see in exercises 1 to 6. Well, what do we see? I noticed that I circled all the numbers on either side of the given number. So when they said 12, I circled the numbers on this side. Okay, on the side that is saying that t is greater than 12, so I circled all of these that are greater than 12. Over here we said that it was less than 8 lemonades, so here's the 8, and we said that it was less than 8, so it can be any of these. That's what I noticed. Please go ahead and copy that down. Now let's practice writing inequalities. You can write an inequality to represent a situation. For example, you need at least 8 hours of sleep. So you have your 8 hours, and the 8 has to be the least amount of sleep that you get. We can write B for sleep as your bed. So you need at the very minimum 8 hours or more. So B, the amount of sleep that you get has to be more than 8 hours. Or, because I said at least 8 hours, it can be equal to 8 hours or more. Example 1. You must be over 12 years old to ride the go-karts. You must be bigger than 12, right? So you get 12, and this is your age, and your age has to be bigger. You see that? Right there. It has to be bigger than 12. Let's see. 2. A pony is less than 14.2 hands tall. A pony, 14.2, it's less. So you're going to have your 14.2 is going to be bigger because the pony is less. You see how it's on the side with less? Okay, and this one. You must be at least 16 years old to have a driver's license. At least 16, so you can be 16 or more. So you see 16 is the lesser side with it, which is equal to, so it's has to be you have to be more on this side. Your age has to be more than 16 or equal to it. Hey, if you think you got the trick, now go ahead, look at these, pause the video and try them. Okay, pause now. Okay, let's try A. You must be older than 13 to play in the basketball league. So your age has to be greater than 13 to be able to play. That's A. B. To use one stamp, your domestic letter must weigh under 3.5 ounces. It has to be less than 3.5 ounces. So we can use M for male, for Stan, okay, for your male. It has to be less, has to be smaller than 3.5 ounces, okay? You must be over 48 inches tall to ride the roller coaster. So you have to be larger than 48 inches tall. We can use H for height, and it has to be greater than 48. And you must be at least 18 years old to vote. So you can be 18 or older. So your age has to be bigger or equal to 18. Okay? I hope this is starting to make sense. Inequalities can be graphed as well. Inequalities can be graphed on a number line. Sometimes it is impossible to show all the values that make an inequality true. The graph helps you see the values that make the inequality true. It gives us a visual. Take a look at example 4. We're saying that n is greater than 9. So here's our graph, and you see that we start at 9. Okay, we're saying that n is greater than 9. Don't forget, that is what we're saying. N is greater than 9. So n can be anything higher than 9. You see, that's what the side that we're coloring. But it's greater than, so we don't color the inside of the ball. If it were greater than or equal to, if that were the case, then we could color the inside here. You see, we would color the inside because we're saying it is 9 and greater, but we're not saying that. We're saying that it's just greater than 9, so we start with the 9 and we go up, but we don't color the 9 because it doesn't include the 9. It includes everything after the 9 higher. This number is less than 10, so we know it's going to be 9, 8, 7, or so on. It's less than 10, but it's also equal to 10, so it's less than or equal to 10. And when you draw that, it's going to look like this. Less than 10 or equal to it, and notice that the dot is filled in, it's colored in. Okay, let's try this. We have A is less than 15. Here's 15, so I'm just going to go right ahead and draw a circle around 15. And it's less than 15, so it's anything in this direction. Okay, and I'm not coloring inside the 15 because it doesn't say equal to 15 or less than. It just says it's less than. So it can be anything below 15. B is greater or equal to 7. So I find my 7, right? And they're saying that B is greater than it, and it's also equal to it. You can see right there the equal sign, right? The little line. So we can color it in as well. All right? Let's see the example 6. Traffic on a residential street can travel at speeds of no more than 25 miles per hour. So the traffic has to move less than 25. So T is smaller than 25. It's less than. Write and graph an inequality to describe the possible speeds on the street. So we have speed has to be less than or equal to 25. They can travel up to 25 but no more. So the speed has to be less, as you can see right there. And there you have it. Okay? Here we have the guided practice, so we can do it together in class. Please complete the independent practice from top to bottom. Okay, there it is.